Okay, we're back for another video. We're going to take a deeper dive, step by step, into profile setup. So we're here in week 4, lesson 4. This is actually part 2 of the capstone, the financial planning master class. I'm going to teach you how to build a financial plan from scratch. So we're still building the profile. Now we're going to take a look at the family profile. Again, don't you love that picture of that happy family I found on the internet? It reminds me of the Great Depression, which I think it probably is, a picture from the Great Depression. So here we see I'm looking at your planning portal account, and as you can see, we've got the profile checked. We don't have the dashboard information checked. We're going to get to that quickly. But what I wanted to walk you through now is we're going to set up the profile. So we've got the family profile. This is pretty self-explanatory. Again, these are cards. They're called cards. And you have your card, and then your co-client would be your spouse, your significant other, probably not your roommate. But if you're sharing a financial plan, then you'd want to have both. I call them clients. You would call it your spouse. So that's what those cards are. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you have kids, obviously you want to add the participant child, grandchild, or other. Next we get into income. Income is pretty cut and dried. We want to have every income stream that you have in your life showing in your financial plan. So we have salary for you, salary for your spouse, Social Security. If you're already receiving Social Security, then you want to include that here. If you're not, then don't. So other income, salary, self-employment, pension, annuity income, distribution from any investment. If you're getting child support, alimony, royalty, inheritance, reverse mortgage, a new loan, or other income. So these are all income streams that you could be receiving, and if you are, you would want to add those to your financial plan. One thing I want to mention about salaries is this exclude from Social Security. So that would apply if you're a teacher and you've opted out of Social Security. Otherwise, that would not apply. Next, we get to savings, and this is critical. This is where you enter any savings that you have, including retirement savings, so an old 401k, a new 401k, an IRA, a Roth IRA, a 403b, a 457, any kind of plan that you've set up with any employer or any plan that you've set up yourself, any savings plan that you've set up yourself. And you can add savings here as well. You have these different types of retirement accounts, Roth IRA, Roth 401k, 401k, after-tax 401k. You see a list here on the screen. And then you have taxable. So a taxable savings account could be a brokerage account, it could be a credit union, it could be a savings account at a bank. So, and then we have other. These are other savings vehicles. Cash balance pension, deferred compensation, profit sharing, employee stock purchase plan. Any of these that apply to you, you want to go ahead, take a few minutes and enter them. They'll make a big difference when you make sure that your financial plan reflects all of your savings, everything that you've saved. So that's what the savings module is for, with all of those cards. So now we get into net worth. Net worth is a very important part of your financial plan. As you know, your assets less your liabilities is your net worth. So here's where we want to add accounts. Everything, anything that didn't get added in the savings, we can add here. These are now assets. So it could be a bank account, could be a credit card, an investment, stock plan, a loan, property, including your home, investment property, vacation home, insurance, especially insurance that has cash value. We also consider assets, things like your umbrella policy. So your financial planning portal takes into account the insurance that you have, and we'll get to that in another module. But for now, we're working on your net worth, and I just wanted to give you an overview of your net worth. Now, one of the most important things, we mentioned this in the last video, and I'll mention it frequently, and that is linking accounts. You can link accounts, which gives you the ability to have your statements or your accounts read in real time in your financial planning portal. So it's a very, very helpful way for us to keep up with your financial plan, your cash flow, your budget, and especially your investment accounts. It shows the holdings, it shows the returns, it shows so much information when you link your accounts. So you don't have to worry about, as I mentioned in the last video, me having access to your account. I won't have access to your account. I will only have access to view what's in your account and what's going in and coming out. Excuse me. So linking accounts, again, is very important. So we should definitely do that. And then we get into expenses. And we have living expenses, which I mentioned briefly in the previous video. Living expenses can simply be your monthly burn rate. So if you know how much you're spending each month, that's the number that goes here. If you've already got a budget, you probably have a pretty good idea. If you don't have a budget, then this is a good way to start to add expenses. These are basic expenses. These are not your budget. Your budget will come. You'll be able to build your budget once I open up your dashboard, which I'll do very quickly, and you'll see you have budget here. So it may not be in your dashboard right now. It's not in this dashboard, but the first thing you have to do is finish these 6 components. So you add living expense, tax and fees, and that's pretty much it for now. You can add these other expenses if you have charitable giving, medical, alimony, and other. But don't just know that budget is coming, that you will be getting more fields to enter in the budget area, and that's coming in the next section. So then we finally get to goals, and goals are probably for building your profile. Goals are one of the most important things here. So spend some time, think through your goals. Typically a good solid financial plan has 3 to 6 goals. So what are your goals? This is where you put your goals in, and you can see there's a drop down here with a pretty good list of goals. But any goal that you want to add, you can simply add other and add that goal, and we'll work on those goals in another module, in another lesson. But for now, that covers the step-by-step setting up of your profile. So thanks for watching this video. In the next video, we're going to spend a little time looking at net worth, just going a little deeper into net worth and setting that up. It'll be a short video, and then we'll get into expenses quickly, and we'll talk a little bit more in depth about expenses and setting those up, and goals. We'll talk a little bit more about goals in another video. And then we'll finish up with an overview, the dashboard, showing after we've done this work, what you'll see in your mobile app on your mobile phone. So thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. We'll spend a little more time on net worth.